YouTube, what's going on? Video Game 1980 here, aka Bezell, man. It's the place to be in the QCNC. Well, happy Friday to you all. Hope you're doing well. I most certainly am. It's Lucha Underground time, your favorite time and mine. Welcome into your April 29th, 2015 review. Let's get down to it. Show starts off, video package, recap of the Trios Tag Team Championship winners and the Drago and Aerostar feud. Also, the #1 contendership for the Lucha Underground title, which Drago earned tonight in a win or go home match. All righty, table is set. Let's get down to it, my friends. Dario Cueto and the crew are outside the building. He says he gave them a layup. You know what a layup is? It's something that's guaranteed, something you cannot miss, and you couldn't get the job done. You lost to a team that doesn't even get along. Dario says, now I'm going to give you some real motivation. And he unlocks the door with the key that he wears around his neck. They go inside. There's a big, thick, barred steel cage and something breathing heavily in there. The crew tremble with fear. Dario says, that's his brother inside. And disappoint me again, and you can apologize to him. I don't know about you, my friends. Well, I can't wait to see what's in this cage. Oh, my goodness. Let's continue. This is, oh man, what a fun show. I love it. Let's continue. We are brought into the temple. Nice entertainment being provided by Sergio Mendoza y la Orchestra. They lead us in. It's time for a match. Your first match of the night is going to be Phoenix versus Killshot. Right from the get-go, nice back and forth Lucha action. We get Lucha arm wrenches and nip-ups. Good clean work. Nice Hurricane Rana to the outside for Phoenix. But not to be outdone, Killshot hits a nice over-the-top corkscrew to the outside on Phoenix. After some palm strikes, Phoenix goes for a tornado DDT, but is countered into a twisting suplex for a 2 count by Killshot. Crowd is nice and hot for Phoenix. Good hot crowd as usual, as we've come to expect from Lucha Underground in the Temple. We get an awesome lung blower from Killshot. Phoenix comes back with 2 running kicks in the corner. Now your finish was the running driver from Phoenix, head first on poor Killshot. 1, 2, 3. Your Phoenix was your winner. Good match. Both luchadors looked really good. Good way to start off a good show. And by the way, if you're new to the channel here, welcome. Please subscribe, stick around. But around here, we make sure we try to give you some of the action. We definitely try to give you the storylines as well. So if you like that, stick around, give the video a thumbs up. Let's continue. Dario and Drago are in the bathroom. He says, I knew I would find you here. I guess he's known for being in the bathroom right now. Dario says, you never said thank you to me. And I gave you that special opportunity for the Lucha Underground title. After tonight, you will be thanking me. Walks off, ends the scene. From there, it's Dario and Prince Puma. Lots of talking tonight, I will admit. But once again, things are being said. Wheels are in motion, so I can't complain. But it was a lot of talking. Dario and Prince Puma. Dario says, I know you're having second thoughts about ending a man's career. And I'm here to tell you that getting rid of Drago is a good thing. Warriors think of nothing but victory. And only a warrior can be my champion. From there, Hernandez confronts Dario and asks, you have a problem with me? Why'd you put me in a 3-way match? It's basically going to be 2-on-1. Cage and Cuerno feel that you cost them both the title. Hernandez interrupts, so you're going to let them just jump me? Dario says, how about I give them both singular motivation? We'll make a 3-way to determine the #1 contender. Hernandez nods with approval and says, I like the way you think. By the way, I know we've had a little bit of an absence here lately. Let me just go ahead and add my 2 cents. It's good to see Super Max Hernandez back on TV. I'm glad to see him. I remember him from TNA, and he had a short run of somewhere else. Kind of escapes my memory. But no, I'm happy to see Hernandez back on television. All righty. It's time for a match. Temple time. Famous B versus Ricky Mandel versus Vinny Masato versus Argenis. So we got a 4-way dance here. All luchadors involved in this match have fell victim to Pentagon Jr.'s assault with that arm breaker. All of them had their arms wrapped to prove it. But here we go. They're ready, I guess, to settle the score to see who gets their hand on Pentagon first. They wrestle for literally about 1 minute. And then Tejano Jr. comes out. He attacks everyone. They ring the bell. He even throws out the referee. From there, Tejano gets a microphone. He cuts a promo in Spanish. He says that he doesn't care. He doesn't know who that guy was last week. But if you want to fight me, I invite you to the temple. He says you want Tejano Jr. is not a man that backs down from a fight or a man that's hard to find. So he laid down the gauntlet. As we discussed last week, we know from TNA and WWE that is Davari or Sheikh Bashir that he is calling out. We still don't know what his name will be in Lucha Underground. So that's interesting. Let's continue here. From there, we see Dario leaving the temple or either just stepping outside. He's approached by a man in a shirt. I believe it said Aztec Pride or Power. Comment down below, my friends. You always keep me on track. What does his shirt say? But he says he's been waiting all day and night just to see him. Dario says, I don't have time for autographs. He says he doesn't want an autograph. What he wants is to wrestle. He wants to be on the show tonight. He says his name is Monty the Moth Martinez. He says, I have Aztec blood, and this temple is my destiny. Dario says, I'm sorry, but if I let you in my temple, you will be squashed like a moth. And then from there, he walks away and locks the gate behind him. They show Monty running around the side, so I guess he's got other plans. Let's continue, okay? From here, we have a triple threat match for the #1 contender for the Lucha Underground title. Your competitors will be, as announced earlier, King Cuerno versus a man they call Cage versus Supermax Hernandez. So here we go. Right from the get-go, as predicted, even with Dario Cueto adding some special or singular motivation, they jump my man Hernandez right from the word go. Right from the start, double suplexes, get a frog splash for a cover. Then Cage and Cuerno battle after breaking up said cover, snapping kicks, chops. Hernandez comes in, they double him again. He finally gets up and gets a little offense. He fights back, cleaning some house, but he cannot beat the double teaming. That is until he rallies one more time, and this time he's able to hit what Matt Striker called an intestine blower, or excuse me, intestine buster. And now he's ready to square off with Cage. They kind of face off a little bit. It's time to see two bulls go at it. And then our buddy Monty the Moth interrupts. But from there, he gets tossed out by everyone. A punch here, a running drop kick from, I forget who it was. I believe from Cuerno. And then Hernandez tosses him out of the ring. So that's him. That's the end of him. He was a funny little spot, though. He came in, took a beating, and got tossed out. Now, from there, we got our finish. The finish was next after kicking Cage outside. Supermex hits the Dominator on Cuerno for 1, 2, 3. Hernandez is your #1 contender. So there you go. Wherever the champion shall be, whenever they face, Hernandez has earned that #1 contendership. Let's see what happens. Okay. From there, we have a backstage pre-recorded segment with Vampiro interviewing our new trios champions, which, in case you don't know, it's Ivelisse and Helico and Son of Havoc. They say it feels good to be the champs. Excuse me, it feels great to be the champs. Eva says that she is the captain of this team. Havoc interrupts, says no, he is the captain of this team. And Helico interrupts and says no, he is the captain of this team. From there, Son of Havoc grabs the reins and says, we may not totally be on the same page, but we fight together. From there, Ivelisse jumps in and says, hey, I was going to say that. And then Helico says, no, I was going to say that. Then they argue on the way out as we cut away from the scene. Okay, here we go. It's time for our main event. And I will just say, put your seatbelts on this one, guys. If my review will nowhere near do what you're going to see on this match justice. So if you haven't seen it, watch it. If you plan on seeing it, go ahead. If you need a little push on the fence, I'm drop kicking you off the fence. Watch this match. Watch this episode of Lucha Underground, please. Looks like I'm getting low on battery power here. I better get going or get the plug. Here we go. Your main event is Drago versus Prince Puma for the title. Drago loses. He's banned from the temple. We'll never see him. Here we go. Hot crowd from the bell as soon as they start. They actually shake hands, show a little show of sportsmanship. Excellent lucha work from the start, as you can imagine. Too much, too fast, almost to right. We get chops and kicks, lucha arm drags, fast nip-ups. We get a head scissor takeover from Puma. Just awesome. Meanwhile, after some back-and-forth brawling, Puma drop kicks Drago outside and hits a running over-the-top dive. Awesome as usual. Lands on his feet. Puma, still in control, he hits a springboard backsplash, then applies a submission into a pin for a 2 count. Drago gets the momentum after a corkscrew crossbody off the top. Drago applies a submission as well, but Puma gets the ropes. From there, we get a spot after spot. Both luchadors are top class. And I just want to stop right here. WWE, what are you doing? I mean, I know you guys consider you the biggest, the best. You definitely have the bank account to have the biggest and the best. Why these guys? I mean, how come I've never seen them on WWE television is beyond me. I guess right now they're just our dirty little secret for us Lucha Underground fans. But man, just clean, crisp work, exciting matches. I mean, I had to stop you there just to make that point. Let's continue here. This is awesome chance. Puma puts Drago in the fireman's carry and then spins, and Drago's legs hits the referee, knocking him down and out. From there, Drago hits the Canadian Destroyer, which I believe they call it the Drago or the Dragon Destroyer. For the pin, we got about a 4, 5, 6 count. No referee to make the count. Hernandez comes to the ring, and after Puma dodges out of the way, he ends up shoulder blocking Drago very hard, knocking him silly. Conan says, finish him. This is your chance. No mercy in this match. Ain't no friends when it comes to world titles. We all know that rule. I agree with Conan. Puma looks indecisive. He looks like he doesn't know what to do. But from there, he reluctantly hits his finisher on Drago for your 1, your 2, your 3. Puma retains, and Drago is banned. So before we even finish the review, I must say, thank you, Drago. I don't know what your real name is as far as who you are, or if you use different name in other promotions. But from what I've grown to know over these few months, thank you, my friend. Thank you, amigo. Puma was upset. He helps Drago up. He raises his hand. We get Drago chants. Dario. Now from there we cut to another scene. Dario is leaving the arena. He's going outside. He sees, Drago. He sees Dario. He's outside. From there they confront each other. Drago says, "We will meet again." And he walks down an alley, and all of a sudden there's an explosion of fire, and then we see a stream of fire, almost like dragon's breath, symbolizing that he turned into a dragon. So that was a cool little ending. Hey, this is wrestling. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of fun. I mean, you know, let's have some fun with it. Suspend your disbelief. Let's have some fun. But I liked it. Very cool ending. Also, make sure I know the crowd gave him a very, very hearty thank you, Drago chants as he was leaving the arena. Good show, guys. That match alone made up for everything in my mind. Comment down below what you think of it. That made up for everything. Lots of talking this week, but that main event knocked it out of the park. What did you think? If you haven't seen it, go watch the match, folks. That was fun. It's always a joy and a pleasure just to do these reviews, to tell you about it. I hope I convey enough excitement for you guys. You get excited about it too. And I hope if you've already seen it, you'll want to watch it again by the time you're done with my reviews. Thank you for all your support. Please share the video, like it, give it a thumbs up, my friends. Don't be shy. Comment down below. Don't be shy. I always answer the comments. Stay tuned. As I said before, we got some a little treat for you if you're into gaming. We're going to do some Sanwa modding on my fight stick. Got some new buttons and then a new top to put on there. So stick around for that. I'm trying to put that out this weekend. Actually, I'm going to try to put it out this afternoon. And as far as all you vapors out there, if you're into e-cigs, I have a little comparison to do on the G Pen Pro, authentic versus clone. I had to learn the hard way. I'm more than willing to share my experience with you on that video. I'm going to try to do that this weekend as well. So stay tuned to the channel. Until then, until we meet again, my friends, be good to one another. Be true to yourself. Peace. Take care, everyone.